Sir, what is your mission in Nigeria? And why do you choose Nigeria?
My mission in Nigeria is peace for Africa. Nigeria is Africa. A dead Nigeria is a dead Africa. A dead Africa is an unbalanced world. Africa is the last food basket of the world. So my mission here is peace for Africa and peace for us in the diaspora, where we will have our mental freedom at last by you having peace here in Nigeria, Africa.
We the young people of Nigeria, we really want peace. What can you do about that? And why do you choose Nigeria?
As I mentioned before, that I choose Nigeria simply because Nigeria is Africa. And for many years, we are classified as Black African Americans, even though that we are born in America. We need somewhere to point to as our home, that we can say that Africa is our home. For we to point to Africa, you must be stable. Africa is stigmatized. For you to be stable, you must have peace. So I bring peace to you. I want to see you live in peace and see you live in harmony.
Sir, Nigeria loves peace. We really want peace. And this is what we are striving for. This is what we hunger for. If our leaders have failed us and then a foreigner can help us, why not? But then the question then is, will you be able to help us?
I'm not doing this because of a human ego or anything like that. I'm doing this simply because God asked me to do this. And if God asks you to do something, it's because He is behind you. I believe in the spiritual authority of God. And if He's behind us, when we are doing something, we can never fail. God would never fail us. I'm here to fight with you. The fight that we will fight is not to fight man, but to fight the enemies, the spiritual enemy that we have within us that cause us not to have peace within ourselves. We're supposed to have peace within ourselves. And to do that, we must liberate ourselves from the spirit of deception. And once we can liberate ourselves from the spirit of deception, we will have peace within ourselves. And once we have peace within ourselves, we will have peace with our brothers and our sisters. So, how soon will that be? The soon is now. Once we can accept within ourselves, within our mind, that we want peace, peace starts now. It's like we want eternity. Eternity starts now. Peace starts now from the time you accept. And the mere fact that you are here tells me that you want peace. And because you're so determined for peace, you will have peace in this dispensation.
Sir, one more question. From your speech, you told us that you have come for peace. And how do we go about it?
For we to go about peace, it is simple. Peace starts in our homes. We were told that you contain your own people. We understood that you have tribalism. You have ethnicity. For that to happen, we have to kill the spirit of these things within us. We must liberate ourselves from the spirit of these things. I believe we have the people on board that would come to educate you in this area of your lives, to help to change your lives. And once you accept that, you accept the teachings, you will become a country just like the United States. Nigeria is Africa. It's the most populous country in Africa and the most black populous country in the world. So if you decide to accept peace within your minds, accept peace within your homes, within your culture, you will have peace. And we intend to teach this to our people. Peace is freedom within yourself, to accept freedom within your own heart. Peace starts from your home. It starts in your community. It starts in your city, in your state. You will have peace if you want peace. But if you don't want peace, that's when you wouldn't have peace. But in this time, the world needs peace. There's wars all over the world. And people are crying and people are dying because they want peace. There's no human being that's living in this time that doesn't want peace. Every human being on the face of the planet today wants peace. But I'm here in Africa, I'm here in Nigeria because I feel that I'm one of you. and I'm here to start peace with my people. We have other people in other countries that are doing peace talks and peace education with those people. Those people are our people. They are our strange children. In Africa, from our understanding and our teaching, human beings came out first. This first civilization is from Africa. So every human being that you see on the planet came from the lawn of a black man. So these are your strange children, regardless of their hair, their color, or how they speak. These are your children. These are your brothers and your sisters all over the world. So every human being actually came from the black man. And if the human beings came from a black man, then you becomes the teacher of these strange children. You have to teach them peace. So peace begins at home. And home is Africa. So when we learn peace in Africa, I believe the world will have peace, because we are talking to our children in the world, regardless of the pigmentation of their skin. We are talking to our children.
If we accept this peace, how do we show? Is it by going to church and pray, or common riot, or what can we do to show we accept, we need the peace?
You don't have to go to church to accept peace. Church is an organization. Church is a place of worship. You can go to church and still hold a gun, or still hold a weapon and still kill someone. So church is just an organization. It's a good place to be. You learn the scriptures, you learn the 10 commandments, and you can apply the 10 commandments. But this peace must start with you. And I would insist that the peace must start with you. If you don't have peace within yourself, if you are always worried, because remember, we are not supposed to own anything. We are supposed to manage things, not to own it. This world is not our own. We are on a vacation here. And we are prince and princesses on a vacation. And when we die, when we leave here, we leave with nothing. But our problem is we want to not to manage things, but we want to own things. When we stop having that type of perception in our minds, then we would start having peace. What I have belongs to you. We share what we have. We love each other. We see each other as our own. The great teachers say, love each other as I have loved you.
Sir, you've spoken largely on peace within ourselves, peace in our communities and all of that. And then we realize that Nigeria is a place where anything that comes to the people comes from above. That is to say, the elders, the executives, the presidential and the legislation. Now my problem is, are you going to start the peace with us that are here, the community, or you're going that far to start with our leaders, those that are to rule us, those that we really get instructions from?
Beautiful question. I want all of you to understand that you are the government. I am not starting a revolution here. I am talking about peace. You are the government. You are the one that legislates. You are the one that put people into power by your vote. You are the teachers that teaches the politicians. So you are responsible for what anything the politician does. So you have to make that change, not the politicians. When you make that change and the politicians see that you are serious for peace, then the politicians will do their duty by having your police intact, having your soldiers intact, so that peace would be maintained. So you must start peace, not the politicians. I blame no politicians for your segregation, for your mismanagement of peace. It comes from your homes.
Can we have peace where we are hungry?
It's a beautiful question, and I love that question. The war starts from the stomach, and I know that. When the stomach is empty, the war starts from there. But you know why the stomach is empty? Because there is no peace. One man wants to eat all the food up. One man wants to have everything, and there is no peace. And this is what I've been talking about. We can stop that glutton man from taking everything away from us, because people's power is the biggest power that you have on the face of the earth, other than the nuclear power. Because the people's power control the nuclear power. Without a man, no nuclear weapons would go off. You understand? So you are responsible still for that peace. Because the Bible says, do not muzzle the mouth of the ox that plows the land. So if you are the workers, you are supposed to eat. But if you don't make noise, you wouldn't eat. The glutton man is going to take all what you have, and then you will have war in your stomachs.
Sir, you're talking about the glutton man and all of that. In Africa here, where our leaders eat almost everything, they embezzle our money and do what they want to do with it. How do we go about it? Because we really don't have such avenues where we can lay our complaints. But if we do so through riots, we might get arrested. So I don't know how we are going to go about
I would not
it.
advocate riots. What I will advocate, that you have community leaders, you have state, you have city. If you come together and you said, well, look, this is what we want. This is what we want for our people. The politicians have no choice. They would give you exactly what you want. But you are telling me that you have no control on the politicians. Your streets are dirty. It is because of you. It is not the politician. Your gutters are dirty and mosquitoes are eating you. It's not the politicians. Don't blame the politicians. They're doing an excellent job.
Now you're telling us that power belongs to us, the people. That is to say, we are in charge of whatsoever that is happening to us in our community and in our world entirely. Now we realize that the constitution that is supposed to be the backbone of the people, because in Nigeria we only seek redress when we get to court, right? And then the constitution has been placed in a way that the fundamental rights of the individual, most times, we don't even have the power to enforce them. That is because the legislative, those that are there, I'm saying this because we are still young, and most times power comes from those that have wealth. As far as Nigeria is concerned, we are not in Canada where we'll not say, because this person has not ruled well, we're going to take the person within 2 months. Nigeria is not that way. Now my problem is, if the constitution does not help us to bring these persons that are committing whatsoever havoc, to bring them to face the wrath, how then can we go about justice as far as Nigeria is concerned?
The constitution in Nigeria, from what I'm reading, if it's been amended, it is because you agreed to an amendment. The constitution never changed. Your duty as a citizen to see that the constitution, the laws of the constitution, is properly applied. If you don't see that the laws in the constitution is properly applied, then it's your negligence cause you to be suffering. Because you have a constitution. It's like having a Bible. And the Bible said to do X, Y, Z, and you're not doing it. And you're praying every day, and things are not changing because you're praying, but you're not changing yourself. So you have to change your attitude towards being a citizen of this country. And when you change your attitude, then the constitution will work for you. When you change your attitude as a Christian, then your prayer will work for you. But right now, you have an attitude that the constitution is there and it doesn't work. You might say, I don't pay tax, but you pay tax because you pay it indirect because you're buying food. Now once you're buying food and you're eating, every man pays tax. So this country is in your hand. And for this country to change, you got to change it. And for you to change it, you must have peace.
Sir, that if we are for peace, what platform are we going to use to propagate this peace?
You start from your home, you start in your schools. Because peace comes with respect. You must respect the other citizen. You must respect your neighbor. You must see your neighbor as you see yourself. That's where the peace starts. And you could start that peace in your home with your children. Go out, no bullying in school. Teach your children peace. That in the next 20 years from now, you will enjoy that peace as an older man. And your children will live in peace. Teach them peace. There's no peace between the families. Families are fighting within themselves. Brothers are fighting for a piece of land that they would never take nowhere with them. There is no peace. So we have to start with peace, and we have to do it for the world. No race can do it. We are the father and the mothers of all the race on the face of the earth. If you don't have peace in Africa, there will be no peace in the world.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. We've gotten all you've told us, and we want to assure you that we want peace, and because we want peace, we will be in full support of whatsoever movement you've taken. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.